Throughout my entire scientific career, I have fought for women to have the same rights as men in science and academia, to have the same chances, the same prospects, the same recognition, and the same respect. But one issue I always knew was different. The brains of women are different from the brains of men. And yet women receive the same diagnoses, the same pills, the same doses, and the same treatment as men. I'm a laboratory scientist. I study sex differences in brain and behavior using rodents as my subjects. I do my research with a large group of terrific undergraduate and graduate students, technicians, and postdoctoral fellows. My research raised another social issue. Female laboratory animals were not seen as delivering reliable test results just because they have a hormonal cycle. So from the very start of medical science, women were treated based on the findings of mainly male scientists, concluded from the study of male rats and mice only. When it comes to women's health, being treated like men was and is dangerously wrong. One of the main concerns of my scientific career can be summarized in a single question. Why are there no female rodents in the laboratories of scientific research? One answer was always that female rodents are too difficult to work with. Therefore, working with the members of the SWHR network on sex, gender, drugs, and the brain, we published one of the first articles giving practical advice on how to use female rats, mice, primates, and humans in studies of brain and behavior. We followed that up with an edited book on sex differences in the brain from genes to behavior. I think these publications were critical to increasing the awareness that there are sex differences in the brain and all scientists should be studying both males and females. I would add that the final act of the SWHR Brain Network was the founding of the Organization for the Study of Sex Differences, which continues to foster knowledge about sex differences throughout the brain and body. I have always been convinced that studies that are based only on male subjects can never render generally applicable results. Happily, it seems that my efforts are finally bearing fruit. When it comes to equal rights and diversity, male dominance in the laboratories all over the USA is waning, both among scientists as well as laboratory rodents. It is now generally recognized that to truly ensure women's health, it is necessary to look at what makes them different from men, understand that difference, and promote the appropriate treatments. I am proud to be one of those women who have emphasized sex differences throughout her scientific career. It was not always easy. I had to fight resistance and resentment. I had to fight for academic recognition and the acceptance of my male peers. But today I feel the satisfaction that I have steered the right boat. I see a steadily growing number of women in laboratories and in senior academic positions all over the country. Scientific models today are required to be based on the study of both male and female rodents. I'm happy that at the close of my scientific career, I see the fruit of my scientific and personal endeavors harvested. The field of women's health has grown to maturity, and I'm glad to pass on the bright torch of that awareness to the next generation of scientists and educators who today can no longer comprehend the naivete and ultimately unemancipated scientific attitude that ruled so many laboratories and academic investigations for so many decades. The vision that I have cherished throughout my life in academia and science has materialized at last. I am honored to be recognized by the Society for Women's Health Research for my contributions to this endeavor. Thank you.